येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लाङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं। नमयों विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभतीर्थगोस्वामिनामिने। कृपया क्षमतामपराधिजनं कलुषायुतशक्तसुदीननरं सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं। प्रणमामि च माधवदेवपदम्। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ग्रंथेर आरंभे करि मंगलाचरण गुरु वैष्णव भगवान तीनेर स्मरणे हय विघ्न विनाशन अनायासे हय। Today is the cleaning of Gundicha temple. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had performed this pastime of cleaning the Gundicha temple, and he had shown to all of us how the living entities should clean their heart and make it a place for the Lord to stay. Mahaprabhu cleaned Gundicha temple not as a physical object, but he cleaned as if he is cleaning his own mind, making it an eligible place for the Lord to come. Next day is Ratha Yatra, so Jagannath will come to Gundicha temple. So I shall make this place a befitting one to for the Lord to be seated. So with this mood, Mahaprabhu had cleaned the Gundicha temple. The act of cleaning with the two times he cleaned with the broom, took all the devotees, and along with all the devotees he cleaned two times the broom, and whatever mud, dust, dirt, the grass and small pebbles, whatever is collected, everything he had thrown outside the temple. Then he used water to clean the entire temple, the singhasana, the walls, everything. Then he used his own cloth to rub wherever there are stains. In this manner, he had exhibited personally, he performed service and engaged others also. When somebody is performing service nicely, he would encourage them by saying, "Oh, very nicely done." If somebody is not doing the service properly, Mahaprabhu would immediately say, oh, this is not the way to do the service. You tell him how to serve properly. In this manner, he would engage and he would make everyone alert in serving the Supreme Lord consciously, mindfully, not unmindfully. And he would tell that those who have not served properly, they should serve Vaishnavas, they should give Vaishnava Seva, feast, because they did not serve properly. He would give punishment. The punishment is also Vaishnava Seva, not like, something not in connection with the Lord. So in this manner, Mahaprabhu had, he himself was directly engaged in the service, and he engaged others also in the service. Now, Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur writes, what is the significance of this Gundicha temple cleaning? He cleaned it with the broom stick, he cleaned with water, and he cleaned with his own cloth. Okay, this is Gundicha Mandir cleaning. No, this is not a physical act. There is a lot of depth to this particular pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur very mercifully discloses what is the underlying significance of this pastime. So we will read what Prabhupada says in this manner, in this regard. Gundicha Mandira Marjan Leela Rahasya, the secret of Gundicha temple cleaning. Jagat Guru Mahaprabhu এই লীলাটির দ্বারা এই শিক্ষা দিতেছেন যে শ্রীকৃষ্ণকে যদি কোনো সৌভাগ্যবান জীব স্বীয় হৃদয় সিংহাসনে বসাইতে ইচ্ছা করেন, তবে সর্বাগ্রে তাহার হৃদয়ের মল ধৌত করা উচিত। Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is addressed as Jagat Guru. Jagat Guru means he is the master of all the living entities. Master does not mean he is the enjoyer, he is the controller, but when it is said Guru or Acharya, he is performing the activity personally and giving instruction. That is the role he is playing here. Master means he is not standing there, oh, do this service, or this is not done properly. No. He is personally engaging in the service and he is giving instruction to all. So through this, he has given this instruction that if any fortunate soul want to seat the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna in their heart, then at first they have to clean their heart. We cannot say, oh Lord, please come and sit in my heart. No, first prepare it. You cannot welcome a guest unless until your house is clean. Where will you give seat to the guest when the guest is coming? You have to clean it first. Simply inviting is not sufficient. You have to prepare. So, if you want to seat the Lord in your heart, at first prepare your heart. Clean it from all the unwanted things. हृदय टीके निर्मलो शांतो और भक्तिज्वल करा आवश्यक. Your heart needs to be cleaned from all pollutants. No pollutant or no dirt should remain in the heart. Shanta, you should have a very peaceful heart. Peaceful heart means your heart should not be, or your mind should not be restless. Oh, I want this, I want that, I want that. No. Krishna Bhakta Nishkama Ataiva Shanta, whose heart is peaceful. Who can stay peacefully? Only Krishna Bhakta can stay peacefully. Why? He is Nishkama. He has no desires. Only a person who is free from material desires, he will be at rest. He will be peaceful. Otherwise restless. We are saying, oh, I am taking rest, I am sleeping on the bed, but actually we are still restless on the bed. We are thinking about this project, we are thinking about that project, we are thinking about admission into some college, we are thinking about getting job in some other university. We are thinking that we are taking rest, sleeping. No, restless. Only when there are no desires, the mind can be at rest. And Bhakti Ujjvala, one has to enlighten the heart with devotion. The heart cannot be dark. The heart is to be clean from all impurities. It has to be peaceful and it has to be illuminated with devotion, not darkness. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as Jagat Guru, he is giving instruction to all of us through this pastime. हृदय क्षेत्रे कंटकपूर्ण तृण व आगाछी धूली ओ कंकड़ादि रूप अनर्थ किच्छु मात्र थाकलेओ परम सेव्य भगवान के बसानो जायना. Now at first Mahaprabhu used a broom to clean. What did he clean? He cleaned all the dust. If there are any grass particles, the bushes, thorny bushes, all these things, or pebbles, when they are there, he used the broom to clean all those things. Now what is the meaning of that? Srila Prabhupada says that these are compared to the anarthas in the heart. The unwanted things in the heart are compared to this grass, the pebbles, bushes, thorns, etc. What are the anarthas? There are 4 anarthas. Unwanted things are the vices in the heart. Swarupa Brahm, Asat Trishna, Hridaya Daurbalya and Aparadh. Swarup Brahm means misconception of the self. Asat Trishna means hankering for unwanted things. Hridaya Daurbalya means weakness of the heart. And the 4th is Aparadh, offense. One has to be freed from all these offenses if we want to if we want to seat the Lord in our heart. A person whose heart is filled with all these things is not a proper place for the Lord to sit. Yes.
These are level 2nd and 3rd.
Hridaya Daurbalya and
Second one.
hankering for unwanted things. You want me to elaborate on that? It will take time. So the first is misconception of the self. Means thinking that I am the body, I am the mind. I have no right conception of my real self. My real self is Atma, soul. But I am identifying myself with the body or with the mind. Therefore, the bodily necessities, I am thinking them to be my own necessities. I am thinking I am mind, therefore, my desire for knowledge, for yoga, all these things. So, misconception of the self is the first anartha in the heart. The second is, yes.
If we desire knowledge, I would say, if we desire knowledge, in my case, I desire knowledge not to commit offense. And I understand what is right, which path to follow, not to commit. This is okay or not?
Yes, knowledge here means particularly knowledge about the Brahman. We need to have knowledge that is in relation to Krishna Bhakti. That is not considered as trying to gain knowledge.
You mean materialistic knowledge?
No, materialistic knowledge and the knowledge about the Brahman, that I am Brahman, I become one with Brahman, the desire for attaining that knowledge. That is to be avoided. But the knowledge in relation to the Lord, what is aparadha, how to serve the Lord, and how to serve the Vaishnavas. This knowledge and the glories of the holy name, these are very important. This is not considered as, the desire for knowledge. So that is Swarupa Brahm. The second is Asat Trishna. Asat Trishna means the desire for Asat. Asat means which is temporary. Asat Trishna. We have the the hankering for material things, because the fundamental cause is Swarupa Brahma, because of the misidentification of the self. We are thinking that, oh, I need this wealth, I need this property, I need this house, my wife, children, etc. We consider these things as our necessities. That is Asat Trishna, and hankering for them, endeavoring to get them. Our real necessity is Krishna Bhakti, because we are Atma. But because I am identifying myself with the body, I am thinking the bodily necessities are my actual necessities, and I am running after them. That is called Asat Trishna, running after the temporary, hankering for the temporary things. Okay? The third is Hridaya Daurbalya, weakness of the heart. What is the meaning of weakness of the heart? It is the desire for prestige, false ego, to be worshipped, honored, respected by others. This is Hridaya Daurbalya. Means it comes out of mundane vanity. Again, misconception of the self. When there is this thing that, oh, I am an engineer, I am a doctor, I am educated, I am a brahmana, I am a sannyasi, I am a good teacher, I am a good philosopher, whatever, a philanthropist. So, Hridaya Daurbalya, the desire for mundane name and fame and false prestige, honor, respect from others. This is Hridaya Daurbalya. And consequentially, aparadh, offenses. Ultimately, offenses to all the living entities as well as to Supreme Lord. So these are the four anarthas. Unless until one is freed from these four offenses, one's heart is not a proper place for the Lord to sit. This is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had instructed through this pastime of Gundicha temple cleaning. Hridayer oi mal ba avarjanaguli anyabhilash karma jnana o yoga chesthadi vyatito ar kichu nai. So, what are the impurities in the heart? Now he cleaned the temple from all dirt, dust, etc. They are the impurities. So what are the impurities? The impurities are here compared to anyabhilash, desires other than to please Supreme Lord, karma, to perform fruitive activities in anticipation of some material results, karma, jnana, the desire to attain material knowledge or to attain knowledge about the Vedas, about Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna, about Brahman, about material nature, about material world, about Maya, all this knowledge, jnana, yoga cheshtha, and yoga, to perform yoga or to desire to become a yogi. These are the unwanted things, or these are the impurities in the heart. Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhu bolen अन्याभिलाषिता शून्य ज्ञान कर्माद्यनावृतम आनुकुल्येन कृष्णानुशीलनम भक्तिरुत्तमा. Sri Rupa Goswami Pad, he has written in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu that anyabhilashita shunya, one has to be freed from anya abhilasha, desires other than to please Lord. One has to be completely free from jnana and karma, the desire for jnana and karma, anukulyena krishna anusilanam, and one has to perform anushilana of Krishna. Anushilana means following Krishna in anukulya, in a favorable way. What is following Krishna in a favorable way mean? To submit to Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, not to challenge. The demons are also following Krishna, isn't it? Kamsa is sending Putana and Bakasura, Aghasura. So many demons are sent, and he is following. Where is Krishna now? Where is Krishna now? He is also following. But that is not anukulya, that is not a favorable following. He is thinking Krishna as his enemy and following. No. Anukulyena Krishna anusilanam. To follow Krishna in anukula, in a favorable way. That is called uttama bhakti. That is topmost bhakti. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami says, one has to be freed from all desires other than to please Krishna. One has to be free from jnana and karma, and one has to follow Supreme Lord Sri Krishna in a favorable way. That is Uttama Bhakti. যেখানে ভক্তিতর अन्याभिलाष ज्ञान कर्म योग तपस्यादि বা भक्ति प्रतिकूल भाव द्वारा आत्मार नित्य स्वाभाविक वृत्ति भक्ति आवृत হইয়াছে সেখানে শুদ্ধ ভক্তি নাই. If one's mind or heart is covered with desires other than Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, with a desire to attain knowledge or the fruits of our actions, then Shuddha Bhakti cannot become manifest. Means, if we want to attain Krishna in our heart, then our heart should be clean from Anyabhilasha. I want to have Krishna also, and I also want to have my wife and children in my heart. Not possible. Either you will have Krishna or you will have material enjoyment. You cannot have material, I want to enjoy and I also want to become a devotee. Possible? Is it possible? I want to enjoy and I want to become devotee also. No. Prabhupada is telling that, if the heart is covered with the desires to enjoy, how can I can give my heart to the Lord? Because I become unmindful. I will be only thinking about material desires. If I have some unfulfilled desire in the heart, how can I think about Supreme Lord? I will only think about that. And why will Lord come and sit in that heart? Karma. Karma means I perform an action and I want some result in return. So I have given some exam and I am waiting for the result. And I am praying to Krishna also intermittently, but all the while waiting that, I will get a good result in my exam. I will pass through this interview. The desire for karma and jnana, knowledge about Brahman, about material education, these things are the coverings on the mind. As long as they are there, one cannot engage himself in Shuddha Bhakti. Shuddha Sattvamayi, Shuddha Bhakti Vyatita Krishner Avirbhav Hoina. And without pure devotion to Lord, without the mind being purified from all these unwanted things, there is no possibility of the Lord to become manifest in the heart. If we truly want to worship Krishna, if we really want to, become servants of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, we should very seriously try to free ourselves from all these desires. I will maintain this also and I will become devotee also. It is not going to be possible. You have to choose between material, fruitive activities or devotion. We cannot do both. अन्याभिलाष अर्थात जगते যতক্ষণ থাকিব কেবল নিজ ইন্দ্রিয়ের তর্পণেই করিব এইরূপ ইতর অভিলাষ, উহা কণ্টকময় তৃণের মতো শুদ্ধ জীবের সুকোমলা হৃৎবৃত্তি কেবলা ভক্তিকে বিদ্ধ করে। अन्याभिलाष is compared to thorny bushes. Mahaprabhu had removed the thorny bushes, right? The grass, the thorny bushes, the stones, etc. Now Prabhupada is explaining what are the thorny bushes. These thorny bushes are nothing but anyabhilasha. Anyabhilasha means, he explains that okay, as long as I am living, I will enjoy this material world. This kind of mentality. Anyabhilash, you have so many desires. I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. Mahaprabhu had removed this completely from the Gundicha temple, means from the heart. Any desire other than Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. If these thorny bushes are there, then Srila Prabhupada says, Shuddha Jiver Sukomala Hridvritti Kevala Bhakti Ke Viddha Kore. Just like, thorns prick, isn't it? They prick through the body. The consciousness of a pure heart of a living entity is Shuddha Bhakti, pure devotion. Pure devotion is the duty of the heart, purified heart. But when these thorny bushes are present, the living entity's pure consciousness is pricked. It will pierce through the pure consciousness of the living entities. Therefore, it is to be removed. Understand? Just like if there are some thorny bushes here and there, I am sleeping on the floor, then I will not be able to sleep properly, because there are so many thorny bushes or thorns on the floor. I have to remove them if I have to sleep properly. In a similar manner, these thorny bushes are there in the heart, which are not allowing us to perform devotion. They are to be thrown out of the heart. And that thorny bushes is nothing but anyabhilasha, material desires. कर्मचेष्टा अर्थात जाग जग दान तपस्या प्रवृत्ति द्वारा स्वर्गादि उच्चलोके सुख बा इहलोके सुख भोग करिबो এই রূপ वासनामयी क्रिया इह धूलि सदृश. And the desire to perform karma is compared to dust. What kind of dust? What is the meaning of dust? Karma means that I perform an activity in this world to enjoy. Oh, I will do charity activities. I will do a big yajna, havan, because by doing this, I will attain the heavenly planets. While living in this world, I will live peacefully. I will live very opulently. And after dying, I will attain Swargaloka, heavenly pleasures. So thinking like this, one is performing karma. Mahaprabhu says this desire for karma is also to be thrown out of the heart. The dust is compared to this karma. Mahaprabhu swept out all the dust in the Gundicha temple. So one has to remove the dust also. कर्मावर्तेर घूर्णिवायुते वासनारूप धूलिराशि আমাদের स्वच्छ ও निर्मल हृदय दर्पण के आवृत करिया दे. You see, when the dust is there in the room, and when there is wind, what will happen? The dust will fly in the air, isn't it? And it will create disturbance. We'll have sneezing, we'll have coughing, we will have allergy, isn't it? So when the dust is there, it is not, we will not be able to rest properly. In a similar manner, if this dust, which is compared to the desire of karma, etc., is there in the heart, we are performing Hari Bhajan, but suddenly one person comes and tells, oh, today is Monday. If you offer ghee lamp in the temple of Hanuman on Monday, you will get lot of opulence. So immediately bhajan is finished, you go to Hanuman temple to offer a ghee lamp. Why? Because this Ghurni Vayu, this whirlpool of air is going, and when the wind becomes prominent, then this dust, we see, oh, there is no dust, oh, everything is clean. But when there is air whirling in the room, then the dust will come up, and then it will not let us rest properly. In a similar manner, Shuddha Bhakti is also disturbed if any desire for karma is there in the heart of a living entity. Are you understanding or not? The significance of why he is removing the dust outside from the Gundicha temple, why he has thrown all the thorny bushes and grass, because it is Anyabhilash, it is not a physical act, a mundane act. There is a very deep significance. Srila Prabhupada, that's why he says Rahasya. This is very, very secret. The secret is that it is not simply putting the grass outside the temple, but it is, we have to remove Anyabhilasha from the heart. Not simply put dust out of, it's not a literal meaning of it. You have to remove the desire for karma. That is the meaning. Sat o asat कर्मेर वासना रूप असंख्य धूलि राशि हरिविमुख जीवेर हृदय के कत जन्म जन्मांतर धरिया मलिन करियाछे ताई ताहार कर्म वासना दूर हইতেছে না. We cannot free ourselves from the karmic bondage by engaging in more karma. Oh, I will perform good activities, thereby I will free myself from all my bad activities. I am suffering so much because I have committed so many sinful activities in the past. Therefore, I will do some good activities and free myself. But unfortunately, no activity is completely good in this material world. While even trying to do good things, we simultaneously commit bad things also. For example, while walking on the street, we may step on some ants, some insects, we may kill them unknowingly. We may think that, oh, I am going to help that person is a lame person, he is not able to walk on the other side of this road, let me reach him and let me, help him cross the road. So it is a charity activity, it's a noble activity, but on the way I may be stepping on some ants or some other insects, we are killing them. Now I have to suffer both the reactions of both my good and bad activities for this. Therefore, by karma, engaging in karma, one cannot be freed from karmic bondage. One cannot free one's heart from materialistic, pleasures or sufferings unless until he has not completely removed the dust. I will stay in the dust, I will sweep the room, put it in the side, and I will sleep again. No, wind will come and again it will come on your nose only. Isn't it? I have broomed the room nicely and I have put it in the side. Now there is a strong wind. It is raining. Now there is a strong wind. Or then there can be a cyclone. Now what will the wind do? It will not only bring the dust from outside, but whatever is inside, that will also come on me. Isn't it? Have you realized this? Have you experienced this? No, not really. Yes, the dust will come on us only. If you don't close your windows and doors,
Oh, now I understand.
if you don't close the doors and windows, all the dust will come. And whatever is inside, that will also fly. So, one has to remove the karma vasana, the desire to perform karma completely from the heart. That is the dust. হরিবিমুখ জীব মনে করেন কর্মের দ্বারা বোধ হয় কর্ম শল্যের নির্হরণ হইতে পারে কিন্তু ওই ধারণা ভুল. So ordinary people think that by performing one activity I will cut the result of my bad activity. By performing good action I will destroy the activities, the results of my bad activities. No, like I have let's say killed a brahmana, for example. I am telling, I killed a brahmana. Oh, I have done a great mistake by killing a brahmana. Now I will feed 100 brahmanas to be freed from my offense of killing this brahmana. Prabhupada says, I am sorry, it is not possible. By one karma you cannot cut the result of another karma. You have to suffer for killing a brahmana and you will get a good result for feeding 100 brahmanas. But a bad thing cannot negate a good thing cannot negate a bad thing. A good thing cannot negate a bad thing. Okay.
Devotees are also doing Vaishnava seva, no? Some devotees give money, they give food for Vaishnava, they give clothes. They're also going on this way, stepping on ants.
Yes.
Maybe they...
So the difference between the ordinary karmis and the devotees is, karmis want to become the enjoyers of their own actions. They are also doing some charity activity, and on the way they are trampling or they are killing some insects because they want to become the enjoyer of the fruit. I am giving charity, therefore I want to get good result. He will also get the bad result. Why only good result? Why not bad result? Isn't it? Now I say I like paneer sabji, I will go on eating paneer sabji and my body will be, will get some energy and I will be, very satisfied. But the thing is, if you eat paneer sabji too much, you will have a stomach upset. It is not that you will simply enjoy the taste of paneer sabji, but you will also have to suffer the result of eating more. Do you understand? In a similar manner, I am doing some good activity. Now, if some bad thing has happened, I have to not only get the result of good action, but I will get the result of bad action also. Whereas the Vaishnavas, let's say they are also doing some charity activity, they are doing Vaishnava seva, they are also cooking, in the process they are killing some insects. But now because the uddeshya, the motivation, the end point, the target is to please Krishna, he does not want to become the enjoyer of the activity. He wants to offer everything to the Lord. So in that process, if any so-called material sinful activity has happened, the Lord still will free him from those sins. Because his desire is pure. His desire is not to enjoy. His desire is pure. He wants to serve the Lord. That is how a devotee is purified. Okay? So, if one thinks that by performing one karma, I will be freed from another karma, Prabhupada says it is not possible. Tad vashavarti hoiya tini keval atmavanchita hoite thaken matra. By engaging in one karma, by engaging in another karma and in another karma, he will be lost in this loop and he will ultimately become deprived of the true welfare of Atma. So we think that performing one karma I will be freed. No, another karma will be caught in the loop of karma. হস্তিকে স্নান করাইয়া দিলে যেমন হস্তি আবার গায়ে ধুলি মাখিয়া থাকে তদ্রূপ কর্মের দ্বারা কর্মবাসনা বিদূরিত হয় না. Just like if you bathe an elephant so nicely in the water, still the elephant will come and put dust over him. In a similar way, karmi can never be freed from his impurities as long as he is engaged in the karma kanda activities. एकमात्र केवला भक्ति द्वारा ही जीवेर समस्त असुविधा दूर होय. Only by one pointed devotion all the unwanted things, all the miseries of the living entities will be finished. তখন তাহার সেই নির্মল হৃদয় সিংহাসনেই শ্রী ভগবান বিশ্রাম যোগ্য স্থান লাভ করিয়া থাকেন. Only then one's mind and heart will be freed from all pollutants and dirt and become eligible for the Lord to be seated. Till the time, not possible. এই জন্য ভক্ত কবি গাইয়াছেন ভক্তের হৃদয়ে সদা গোবিন্দের বিশ্রাম. That is why one devotee he sang that the Lord sits in the hearts of the devotees. The Lord is resting in the heart of the devotees. Where can the Lord sit or rest? Only where there is no desire for material things, where there is no desire for karma, jnana, etc. And there is no anarthas, unwanted things. Only then it is possible. So there is a lot more to be read in this purport, but we will not be able to complete it today. So I will stop here. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes of cleaning the Gundicha temple is to tell to all of us that we should free our heart from all these unwanted things and make it eligible for the Lord to come and sit. This is Hridaya Mandira, this is the temple of the heart. And Gundicha temple is in our heart only. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is attracting the Ratha. How? By his pure heart he is attracting the cart of Jagannath Dev. Tomorrow we will read about Ratha Yatra pastimes, how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exhibited various pastimes in front of Ratha, and how the various devotees joined Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in various sampradayas, and how Jagannath Dev was following Chaitanya Mahaprabhu during Ratha Yatra. And what is the significance of this Ratha Yatra? We will hear all these things tomorrow. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंच तत्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय. परमाराधितम पतित पावन अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी श्री गुरु महाराज की जय. नित्य लीला प्रविष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंस अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति दयित माधव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय. श्री श्री रूपानुग गुरु वर्ग की जय. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. श्री श्री गुंडिचा मंदिर मार्जन की जय. जय श्री भगवान श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय. जय श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय. श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय. समागत हरिकथा श्रवणकारी भक्तवृंद की जय. श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय. श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय. गौर